What's going on, Wolves and Warriors? My name's Jay Stewart, and this is the Better Body Academy podcast, the #1 show for those looking to permanently overhaul their mind and body without dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. We banish the fitness industry BS and replace it with science-backed strategies proven through countless client transformations. In the Better Body Academy, we help busy men and women around the world get unstuck and back into momentum so they start feeling strong and sexy again. Our mission is to transform 1 million lives, and you, my friend, could be next. And on that note, let's get straight into today's show. And so, guys, today's live is going to be on the mindset of a champion. And as you know, we come in and we do these lives with the intention of helping you grow your mindset. So what I want you to do is think about what differentiates those that say they're going to do something and those that actually do it. What's the difference? Is it something genetic? I'm constantly kind of thinking this over in my head, wondering who are the people in the academy that dominate and who are the academy that don't? Is it something genetic? Is it something intellectual that these winners have? Is it something physical? Is it a skill that they're born with? What is it? Personally, I narrow it down to one thing and one thing only. They have developed the mindset of a champion. And in this episode, that's what we're going to be discussing. And the way that they've gone and done that is through disciplined practice over the course of years. They just didn't get lucky. They were disciplined over the course of the years. Now, inside of the academy, specifically the mastermind program, we've talked a bit over the last few weeks about the Heroes 2 journeys. Okay, the Heroes 2 journeys. People start their journey and they think that it's going to be a physical one, right? So it's all about getting a better body, and what I need to do is train and eat my way to the result, right? They think that that's going to be the thing that's going to separate them from their goal of, say, getting to a summer body or a six-pack or fitting into their clothes better or being a more proud dad or mum or whatever it is for you. You think that working really, really hard on your nutrition and training is going to be the thing. You may have heard me mention numerous times that fat loss is simple, but losing fat is hard. But in reality, when you first start in the academy, you don't really necessarily understand what that actually means. And eventually what ends up happening is people fall off because of the fact that they've succumbed to the same thing that I had a million times before. They're back to scratch, wondering, how am I ever going to succeed in a transformation? How am I ever going to feel any better? You see, what is the thing that's misunderstood was that the transformation journey has two parts. There's the external journey and then the internal journey. And it's the internal journey, which is the transformation of mindset, which ultimately determines whether or not we're successful over the long term. And you would know guys and girls that have fallen off in the academy, and then you would know guys and girls that have stuck this new routine of living. And the only difference is the internal journey. That's why inside of the mastermind, we focus quite literally 100% only on mastering our mindset and developing the mindset of a champion. The journey towards your dream body, whatever it is for you, is about overcoming self-doubt and the limited beliefs that you've operated for so long as you can remember, that continue to grip you. This is why, in order to be successful in transformation, it's the inner journey that fuels the outer journey. And developing the mindset of a champion is key to this. So, my friends, today what I've done is compiled you a list of the character traits that I see create a champion, okay? In order for you to be able to propel yourself to the next level. It's through these character traits that we build up an identity, a personal identity. What are you known for? Are you known for being a champion, or are you not? When we develop the habits of a champion, which we're going to discuss now, we develop the identity of a champion. And when we do this, our success is guaranteed. Here are the 7 traits of a champion that we should aim to develop. Number 1, Champions have a strong self-belief. Listen up. Champions have a strong self-belief. What the hell is a belief? A belief is a feeling of certainty about something. It's not a fact. But champions have such strong self-belief that it's often unrealistic how they feel so confident about their abilities. That has been built up over many, many years. They wholeheartedly believe in their ability to make the dreams come true, even if they continue to have some days which are up and down. Their belief is so strong, it becomes almost factual, as if the desire, they act as if the desire has already come true. So they act as if way before it ever comes true. When we've been raised in an environment of self-doubt, it can be hard for us to see how we can truly achieve the things that we want to achieve, right? So a lot of us have to believe in some higher power delivering the results. What we're actually talking about here is having faith in both yourself and something higher than you, that if you put the work in the right way, it will return to you in droves. And I see this consistently. A champion's belief is so strong that they have literally built up an identity around that belief. And it's clear to the rest of the world. This explains why people with such a strong self-belief also appear to be very lucky all the time. The reason that they're appearing to be lucky is that they're literally attracting the success to them, which looks like magic to the untrained eye. How is he or she so lucky? Why does everything they do turn to gold? It's because they've got a mindset of a champion. And the mindset of a champion builds up an identity, which then attracts to them success. Does this make sense? Number one, champions have a strong self-belief. Number two, and I think this is one of the most important of these 7 traits, champions make the best students. When you think about what actually separates us from our goals, we've got to realize that it's mindset and a level of awareness. We talk about this inside the Better Body Academy as internal awareness and external awareness. Internal awareness is that feeling of getting to know yourself better, becoming the watcher of your thoughts, which leads us to being able to make better decisions, right? External awareness is to become the master learner who accumulates the tools that we teach you inside of this academy and outside of the academy and uses them to implement and change their results. Developing increased internal and external awareness requires a lifelong commitment to learning. So let me ask you the question. Are you a lifelong learner? Because I can tell you straight away, if you are not committed to continually learning, you're never going to be a champion. Inside of our academy, I want you to ask yourself, who are the most successful men and women that you observe? And what's the common trait that they seem to have? They are continually engaged and they are continually learning. When we stop learning and exposing ourselves to a higher level, nothing happens. When we stop learning, we stop growing. When you start learning, you actually become aware of how little you actually know. This is why ignorance is bliss. When you don't know why you struggle. But when you start to accumulate the tools through learning and become a class student, all of a sudden your life changes. So attribute 2 is that champions make the best students. Attribute 3, champions are mentally tough and resilient. No woman or man was ever successful without overcoming any sort of pain. And this is why pain is such a great point of leverage, a great growth catalyst. It literally causes us or calluses us for our future pains, kind of like a callus on our hands, which protects us from future lifting in the gym. Callusing our brains protects us from future pain to our emotions, to our mindset. When champions face adversity, rather than look the other way and run, they look fear in the eyes and they move towards it. It's like they know that failure is their friend. And if they walk towards the failure, they will either succeed or they will learn. They understand that the path to the mind and body of a champion is never a linear path. They know that there will be setbacks. They understand there will be struggles. We will still get self-doubt, but they commit to moving forward regardless. That is the sign of a champion. Once you have developed mental strength, what happens is you look back on your old self and you understand why you struggled so much. And equally, you will be frustrated with your friends and family who you see continuing to give up on themselves at the first sign of difficulty. When I see people saying things like, tracking nutrition is hard, tracking nutrition is not fucking hard at all. Having a child who suffers a condition, which I can't even speak from firsthand, that is hard. That is hard. Tracking your nutrition is not hard. Going to a gym, that's not hard. Training when you're an amputee, that's hard. So this pain and this mental toughness, it's a relative thing. We've got to put our pain into perspective and understand that we're not going to get anywhere unless we're willing to look fear in the eye. When you do the hard work, you develop the resilience. Trait 3 is that champions are mentally tough and resilient. Trait 4 is that champions are self-determined. What does that mean? They control what they can control and they stop reacting to the external noise. Champions are able to respond rather than react to the stuff that happens in their life. They know that shit will happen. It always happens. And rather than get emotionally attached to the shit, what happens is they're able to just say, look, that's not going to serve me to be attached to that. And they're able to let it go. Look, guys, life is full of ups and downs. It's part of the rhythm of nature. And if you can only stay on track when things are perfect, well, that's fine when things are perfect. But the moment things get out of perfect alignment, you're in trouble. And this COVID situation, this lockdown situation that we're going through at the moment is a key example. If you can only stay in control when you've got a gym and you've got meals served to you and you've got 9 to 5 hours, that's good when you have those things. But the moment those things are broken, the moment the system becomes broken and you fall away, you're in trouble. We've got to learn how to not self-sabotage and act out of reaction. Champions, what they do is they instead bite their tongue and let some time pass rather than reacting out of habit. And when they do this, what actually happens is they use their mind and their brain and the tools that they've learned to choose an action that benefits them. What this means is that they are self-determined, not determined by their environment. That is trait 4. Number 5, champions act from discipline. Champions act from discipline based around their goals on life. They understand that if they are to wait until they're motivated to take action, they could be waiting forever. Because we understand collectively that we are all only motivated to do things that are either easy or things that we enjoy or like. I mean, think about it. Are you really, really motivated to eat in a calorie deficit? No. You're actually motivated to try to store body fat because that's what the body wants. So if you're only motivated to act when you feel motivated, you're going to struggle. Champions act from discipline. They understand that motivation is transient. It comes and goes like the good weather. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. They understand that they will feel motivated as a product of their results that they get based on the actions that they take. For this reason, champions take action regardless of how motivated they feel. Does that make sense? They form a clear vision of what they want in life and focus on the daily 1% actions that bring them closer to the man or woman that is capable of such a life. They see health as an opportunity or a portal rather than a burden to them. Oh, I have to go to the gym. Oh, I have to eat healthy. That's a fucking privilege. I get to eat healthy. I get to go to the gym. This is the difference between the disciplined mindset of a champion and the person that is looking for motivation. Number 6 of the 7 traits of champions. Champions treat their body respectfully. Champions understand that the body is the instrument through which the mind must execute its success processes. For this reason, champions treat their body in a way that sets them up to deliver the results that the mind is focused upon. They understand that their body is capable of being worked hard, like a horse, but in between the hard work, it needs time to recover and regenerate, like a horse. Champions understand that they can live in a million different places over the course of a lifetime, but they have only one body that they live in. And for that reason, they look after it. Champions look to where they're going to be in 50 years from now. They future pace and they think to themselves, how is this body going to serve me in 50 years from now? How is this body that I currently have going to help the legacy that I hand over to my kids and my grandkids 50 years from now? 7, and the final aspect of the champion, how a champion thinks, breathes, in the mindset. They choose their surroundings. Champions choose their surroundings. Champions handpick their environment, and they are ruthless in eliminating negative people and things from their surroundings. They understand that no man or woman is truly self-made, and they have to surround themselves with the right people in order to level themselves up, and the right people in order to feel grateful in giving back. This is the key difference between champions and non-champions. Champions learn to say no to things that take them further away from their goals. They see the investment in the coaches and mentors they have as an investment in their future. Therefore, they see wealth in more than just finances. They see wealth in health and also in their relationships. They are not scared to ask for help because they value their time. And they know that other successful people have done exactly what they've already done. So what they do is they model what success works. You see this constantly inside of the Better Body Academy. You model the people like Lamondo, like Edo, like Liam, like Linda, like Carly. You model these people and you get the same result over the course of the long time. Champions understand that environment shapes thoughts. And so they seek out people that they can learn from. Guys, this is really, really important, this episode of Monday Mindset, because we've got to get in our minds, beyond my time in this academy, in 10 years' time, how do I want to be living? If you develop the mindset of a champion now, and you can develop these traits slowly but surely now, you make a commitment to bettering yourself now and work towards that with those little 1%ers daily, things will change and you'll look back at yourself in a year's time and wonder why you struggled so much. A champion is an identity, and the identity is built up by creating high quality habits. It's not something that's carried in genetics. It's built around repetition of high quality habits over a long period of time. Champions are built from the same thing as everyday people. They bleed the same blood. What separates a champion from a drifter is mastery of their mindset over a long period of time. Some men and women have no desire to be a champion, and that's completely fine. That is completely fine. As long as those same people don't also complain about the quality of their life experience. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you don't want to be a champion, that's cool. But don't also complain about the quality of your life experience, because becoming a champion brings with it a certain level of responsibility in setting a standard for others to follow. The most important of these being our children and our direct family. Championship awaits you. It starts with you drawing a line in the sand to represent a place that serves as your new baseline, that you will no longer slip back over the other side of that. Guys, I want to come in this morning, bring you a very powerful message as we are in the depths of this kind of lockdown period at the moment. I want you to fast forward 6 to 12 months from now. Where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? It's not always about working harder and harder and harder. That is part of the solution. The other part of the solution is developing the mindset and working smarter, coming into our academy and paying your dues, surrounding yourself with the right people. If you continue to do this, I will promise you, with my hand absolutely on my heart, that your life 12 months from now will be completely different to what it is now. Even if your life is great at the moment, it will be 10 times better. The reason is because you will be on your way to creating a champion mindset. And you know what will happen 12 months from now? All the dots that at the moment, looking forward, don't necessarily connect. In hindsight, when you look back at those dots, they will all make sense. But guess what? You will still be in the void. Because once you break the new level, another level exists. It's kind of like slowly climbing different mountains of different peak heights. The more mountains you climb, the more you realize that there's more levels to climb and more life experience to be had. And my whole goal of this academy is to share this and inspire you guys to hold each other accountable, to break through. Why does one person deserve this more than another? They don't. The spoils go to the person that has the courage to claim it. And you, my friend, can be part of it. Thanks for coming in and watching this, guys. Let's get into another big week. Wolves and Warriors, thank you so much for tuning in. If this podcast is hitting the mark for you and giving you the confidence to start your own personal journey, I want you to hit me up on Facebook or head over to my Instagram at jstewart_BetterBodyAcademy and DM me with the words Better Body Academy. I want to give you the tools to permanently overhaul your mind and body without dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. Our mission is to achieve 1 million lives transformed, and you, my friend, could be next. So hit me up on Facebook or head over to my Instagram at jstewart_BetterBodyAcademy and DM me with the words Better Body Academy, and we can have a chat about whether we can help you with your transformation goals.